And this is my studio, Multivizion Music. It's in Croydon, it's in London, and this is a place where I create and I make my whole album. This whole album was produced, written, recorded, composed, arranged, mixed, and performed all by myself. Created, this is my keyboard, and this is how I create. I just play everything through on my album. That's how I make beats. Everything is done here. I work with Pro Tools to record my vocals, and I mix and engineer everything myself. This is like the center of my work. So, I mean, the whole album is a one-woman project. Yeah. Not because, by the way, it's not because I'm sort of trying to prove something. Not at all. I've worked and collaborated with loads of artists in this space and in this studio. I just decided to challenge myself and try and work on the album all by myself, just because I wanted to see how much can the power of a human mind create. It's all about that. It's not really about any kind of ego at all. It's just a situation where you want to push yourself. Why not? Why not? If you're a designer and you want to create a whole collection by yourself, why not do it? Yes, you can hire people, and you can choose whether you can do that or you can actually create your own thing all by yourself. So if you have that choice, you can work in different lanes. So, okay, let's go. Let's get into it. Are you ready to party, people? Are you ready? Are you ready to party? Well,
I'm always ready to party.
This is the time. And the time...
It's a brand new day. I'm a trendsetter. You told me that without you, I cannot do better. When it's not your way, you resort to name calling. Low payday is the reason you're cold. You've been using other people to deny me. Never had the courage not to hide behind the line. Bravery is privilege, you're strong-minded. You're afraid to fall from cloud9 dream. When it's built on lies, can it be so solid? Wanted me to hide just to keep you going. I'm a soldier of love, hate can cast a shadow. Sometimes I seem tough, now I'm stubborn and shadow. When it's built on lies, can it be so solid? Wanting me to hide just to keep you going. I'm a soldier of light.
Like a time when you are about to realize that you need to make a major change in your life. After you felt like almost everything was destroyed and it was almost total destruction, but really it's the beginning of the new. And that's why the beginning of my album is called Aftermath. It's like the aftermath is when you all of a sudden realize, no, this is how things are supposed to be, and I'm supposed to actually go in a very different direction.
You gave up the power yourself in exchange for money, like it's a game of chess. I know you can be someone else that you left behind upon not a king now at best.
This track is about the truth and finding your real truth.
Just like this,
The truth.
like
Again, all produced and created by myself.
I got pride and I got soul.
And
I got real pain.
when you find that truth,
Real pain.
the whole point is that
You be using other people
when it's built on lies, it can't be so solid.
courage not to
That's what the track is about. Bravery is privilege of strong-minded. Do you have a strong mind, people? Do you have a strong mind? If you have a strong mind, nothing can break you. Nothing can break
I'm a
you.
soldier of love, hate can cast a shadow. Sometimes I seem tough, don't stop holding shadows.
Here to spread light.
I wanted to learn. You gave up the power yourself in exchange for money, life to give a chance. I know you can be someone else that you left behind upon, not a king now at best.
Can you be the king in your own life or the queen? Or are you going to be a puppet? That's what this track is about. And it's your choice if you can actually take control of your life. If you feel like this was the time when things were about to go down, and get destroyed and everything, and you feel like there's no more hope. But you know what? There is hope, because when you are at the bottom, the only way is up. That's how it is. Now, the next track is called Fearless. Okay, so imagine you're at the bottom and you find the courage and the bravery to really get up. What does that mean? That means you're fearless. That means you're fearless. And that's what the second track is about. It's called Fearless.
I can relate to that too as well.
Yes. So,
I can relate to everything
yes,
in the
definitely.
Just illusions. If I'm honest with you, let's just run. Holding on to comfort wouldn't save you. If you know the change is in your hands.
The change is in your hands.
Just to take you.
You know, if the change is in your hands, then you know you're fearless.
This is how I used to live my life. There are no limits if you try. No fear of
We're here in Croydon, we're here in London, and we say hello to all of you people all around the world. No fear if you try. When you know it, would you fight for love? Would you risk it all for love? Would you? I'm not afraid, even if they doubt us. This is the track I produced here as well. That's my keyboard. When you know it, would you fight for love? This is my album called The Alchemist. Are you ready to actually take yourselves higher? Because the third track is called Higher. So once you've been fearless and you've experienced that you're ready to take it to the next level, do you know what? You can take it higher. This is what the next track is about. Are you ready to party, people? Are you ready? Rewind.
Rewind.
Raise your hands, heads up high. If you know you can touch the sky. You've been down, now you are here. I've been looking for some things for real. If you get up, whenever it's your calling, making your luck in every single moment. Nobody's perfect, and it's really worth it. The world can see that we can put that work in. I know I'm ready to show the way to we. I'm ready to show the way to we. It's written in the stars. Believe it will go far. To win I must go hard. I better show the way up. Way up. The way up.
Are you ready to turn up?
Way up. The way up. The way up. The way up. The way up. They better learn along all the way. No shades of grey, nothing can sway. Don't care how long it needs to take. The love and hate again my way. When I say I'm here to stay, I mean it with my heart starting today. I made my choice to create my own lane. Music makes the world a better place. Do you know what I'm feeling? I feel yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know what I'm feeling? I feel yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling, feeling. Do you know what I'm seeing? Seeing. If you know and you feel me, raise your hands to the ceiling, ceiling. Woo!
Hey, you know this track is like a really cool like party track, and I produce it as well and made the beat and everything. But do you know what? Sometimes you feel like you're really down, and do you know what? That's the track for you to turn up and just remind yourself it's the time to go up, because it's written in the stars. If you believe it, you will go far. If you believe it, you just have to go hard.
If you believe it, you can achieve it.
Turn up, turn up, turn up. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Do you know what I'm feeling?
Multivision music. Croydon. We're going worldwide. Multivision music is going worldwide. The Alchemist is going worldwide. It's the way of the Alchemist. You know what? It's about inspiring you, everybody, to create the best out of your life. That's what it's about. That's why I'm giving you this album, you know? It's the beginning, it's the foundation, it's the beginning of something like a journey. It's the beginning of that journey that will take us all together further, you know, and hopefully uplift ourselves, you know? So the next track is actually, you know, have you ever been in a situation where you are going back and forth with someone? It could be your friend, your spouse, your family member or somebody, but then you feel like you don't know, you know, it's ironic that you can't come to the common ground and you don't know who to trust. So here's the thing, this is the song about trust issues, also produced by myself, so here we go.
Real love, there is no way to find an expression in words, in the world that likes to count all the time. Who do you trust right now? Do you believe me? Believe me? Who do you trust right now? Do you believe me? Believe me? Choices being made, too many mistakes. Are you here for me, or why am I still here now? Choices being made, too many.
We all ultimately just want love, and we want some light in our life. We just want something to transform ourselves. And sometimes we trust people, but they don't turn out to be exactly what we expected them to be. You're telling the other people, what are you running from? You can't escape from the truth and from love, but then they still try to run away. It's ironic, because we want love, but then some people just run away from it and escape from it. So now, here is another track for you all. It's time to emancipate yourself from the matrix, and it's a track called Virtual Reality. Do you know what? It's that time. I'm about to say that, and I'm going to go further with that, because we have to remember that we as humans are very, very powerful. We have powerful mind. And we can't let the virtual reality of the machinery and, if you wish, technological singularity take over the beauty of being a human being. It's about us staying true to ourselves and not submitting to the virtual reality, you know, meaning all kinds of influences that make us lose ourselves. And this is what it's about, virtual reality. And also we have to look closely into what really technology means for us, for our civilization, and for us as humans in the future. Where are we actually going? You know, 21st century, yes, we've got all the technological advances, but is it actually helping us? It's going to be our helping hand for us to progress, or are we just going to forget who we are and the power of human mind? Midnight Dancer is about a person who's kind of feeling alone, and but they're suggesting whether another person would like to join them. So would you like to join me? Would you like to join Diane?
And me!
Would you like to join us? This is Multivision music. Croydon.
Go with us.
Croydon. So
Can you fly with me? Can you cry with me? Can you see
you and come along. Then you discover freedom.
Freedom.
Turn up time. Turn up time.
Freedom. Freedom. Freedom.
Are we going in the same direction? Can you see the delight of the night?
Fly away, fly away.
So now the next track is called I Wish. Sometimes you might be in love with someone, or it could relate to any person that you are trying to find out more about, but they just keep themselves closed for whatever reason. It could be something in the past, something in their life that stops them from really showing who they are to you, but you're really trying to knock on their door and let them know, do you know what, I'm sincere, I'm trying to be your friend, I'm trying to show you some love and light. And this is the track about that. It's like it's a slow jam, so are you ready to just vibe to a slow jam? It's called I Wish. Hey! When Love Shows Light. Maybe you've heard it, but it's time to turn up now. When Love Shows Light. And it's available on iTunes as well. Hey! Song is called Somebody to Love You. So again, sometimes you could be heartbroken and broken or feel that way, but all you need is somebody to love you, and there could be just one person and it's enough. That could be the whole world, and that's a good thing. Oh.
No, but I remember like the things I was going through, you were there with me.
That's right, exactly. So sometimes it's just, you know, you feel there's one person out there that is feeling some way, and you know what, it takes just one person sometimes to let them know it's okay, don't worry, I'm here for you, I just want to help, I just want to be around, and that's it.
All I ever wanted is to be somebody who's always true and free. Maybe there is wisdom in the street. When we walk together, I can see you've been living big, but in disguise. Something sad is hidden in your eyes. Can you pour the strength without the shade? Tell me what you feeling lavish land. Would you decide to leave or pretend? Traveling in fear like it's punishment. Truth that's news, your faith would you stand for freedom of choice? It's your right. Would you step in like regular sunshine bright, or would you rather be regular? Follower of money machine, there they are.
Hey!
When we're spending time creating ways, making all the baddest jokes for days. Can you picture how we're in this game? Getting lost in dancing vibes for days.
Do you know what? Broken heart, but I'm moving with grace. So that line means that at any point in time, we can still move with grace. We can get it together, you know, and it's okay. You don't have to pretend. But at the same time, you need somebody to love you sometimes. Just one person can take away the pain.
Saving from the path of destruction, somebody to love the right way. All you need is
The next track is called Traveling. Sometimes we feel like we need to just go and find love and peace and everything somewhere else. But you know what? It starts from you, from within.
but we can break mental chains.
We can break mental chains.
We can be like it's forever.
Can you be like, you know, like a child?
We can let our minds be open.
It's about keeping your minds open. Listening. Album listening party.
Searching for some love.
And vibing with you.
The place.
And discussing the track. And sharing with you. That's what it's about.
We got a story to tell.
You can tell me your story.
Story.
The other side, and basically imagine if you have been traveling around the world and you've been looking for love and peace and loads of different things, but then you have to find it first within yourself. That's the number one goal before you can find it anywhere else. So then the next track takes us to the other side. It's called The Other Side, but it's got a lot of like messages within it as well. And I have written it as well originally about the dream that I had. The dream that I had when I moved to England and changed my life within one night. That happened 11 years ago, and I came here alone with one suitcase, and it was a major change. So it's time to break through sometimes, make a change, positive change. It could be hard. When you take yourself to the other side, the next track is called ID. So it's actually about identity in a sense, more than just a passport or just some kind of ID that you need when you're traveling and going through the borders of the countries and you get your documents checked. ID is basically, what do you identify yourself as, and is it something that has been put on you and you just accepted it for whatever reason. I'm not judging anybody. Everybody has their time and space to go through things and realize whatever is best for them. Or is it identity that you have found for yourself, or you're on the journey of searching for yourself? It's about sometimes just asking this question so that we can just think about it and just vibe on it.
Is it you or someone else telling you, keeping you under control? Are these your thoughts? Is it your life?
Is it your life? Is it the life that you chose? Is it what you want?
Truth is so hard to find. How do you know what you know?
Queen of Arts. Okay. Actually, it's got a very interesting story. I wrote it on the same day when I did the photo shoot with amazing designer Biblos Glasgow, and I'm wearing her earrings right now. And the track is inspired by that, a transformation of a woman going through finding herself again, and starting from a very sad space and then finding the inner queen within herself. So it's about any person out there. So she's finding this opulent queen within herself, and then I wrote this track on the same night, Queen of Arts, and it represents that. The photo shoot that I did with Biblos Glasgow was a poetic fashion story, and I wrote 13 verses, 13 pictures that we took. So it's like a new format, fashion shoots where it's just about the pictures, you know, and the jewelry, but what about just talking about it and putting it in a poetic way where there's more to this. There's a artful way of looking at every picture that you can relate to. The poetic fashion story is continued by this track called The Queen of Arts on my album, and there's going to be continuation one after another. There's going to be more and more coming. This is the Queen of Arts. It's about transformation, okay? It's like caterpillar to a butterfly, or anybody who's lost and then they find within themselves. Because you know, Biblos Glasgow, the designer, she's working with gold and stones. But the main thing is golden heart. Again, she was struggling and then she rises. Finally she realizes. She knows how to walk that walk. The only one to talk that talk. Talk that talk. It's about leadership. So if the person found themselves as the queen or the king, that they have a golden heart and they have that light within themselves. So the next thing is about being a leader, isn't it? So that you can lead your life. We all have choices, but what is the best choice? And what does it take to actually have that positive change? It's called Leader. Stand up. Actually, this track is about, you know, because I was a political refugee, and in a way, I'm talking about borders of freedom, meaning that we're all humans. Refugees are humans as well, you know. Everybody is a human, and it's about human love and compassion. And I've been in that situation myself. Everything is yours. Everything else belongs. Everything belongs to you. The refugee crisis that I'm touching on, you have to write your story through. The track Leader, the track Fire is about how to make the world a better place. The stories that we write together are there to stay forever. On the way, I'm a leader. On the borders of freedom. On the borders of freedom. So again, I was thinking about my story as a political refugee, but at the same time, just any person that is on that kind of, in that situation, for other people to understand, we're humans, don't forget who you are. We're not robots. We're not some kind of microchipped, you know, technological creatures. We are humans. We have heart and love, and this is what this track is about. Everything you give it belongs to you in a way that you give power, you give love, you give hope, you'll get it back. If you give hate, you'll get it back. This is how we can make the world a better place. Actually, if we realize that what we give out into this world, the light is going to prevail over the darkness. If you give light, there's going to be more light. If you give the darkness, if you give hate, there's going to be more hate. There's going to be more wars, and there's going to be more battles. And this is what it's about, of course. Yeah, this whole album is about the foundation on how to make the world a better place and how for us all to come together. The final track is just the outro, and it's called Love Over Hate. If love prevails over hate in this world, eventually we will be able to make it a better place. It's very easy to just get into arguments, fight each other, do things out of fear of each other. When I'm saying love over hate, it means like, yeah, like let's just look at it from that position. Can we give some more love and share some light? Love over hate actually is the outro, and it's referencing us back to my EP, Love Over Hate. I could see that people just on social media, all they were doing is fighting over different opinions, you know, but really missing the point, missing what's going on, or how can we actually look deeper into the problems and get together and make it a better place. I wrote that song called Love Over Hate, which was based on that, and it's to do with any kind of conflicts as well. If we choose love, then it will prevail over hate. So the outro is again referencing back. So everything that I work on is basically a continuation of one after another. Healing yourself from pain. Connected for real. I just want to connect with you in the way that we can connect as humans. We're living in a very important time in history. We have technology, but we really need to engage, and let's stay tuned and let's stay connected.